Respect. All right, let's get this part two. I apologize, y'all. The phone cut out. So let's just get right back into it.
Stuff add up. I swear it costs like $150 to leave the house in DC, and your rent is so expensive that you don't want to leave the house anyway. You can live significantly below your means, of course, but we all know sometimes that comes with a whole different set of costs.
Now, the thing about it is, though, yes, it does run you. But what people don't also recognize, now let me say this, the DMV area is possibly one of the highest in employment opportunity chances. Endless like benefits, grants, all kinds of if you need it, governmental assistance, like DC, Maryland area, VA, whatever, the DMV area, we are heavy on stuff like that. DC will give you housing in a second. Maryland ain't so. Yeah, you take your ass around Landover and all that shit. It's not as not as much. But DC, oh, they'll put you in a program right there off Minnesota Avenue and shit. It's like a work. It's like a work program and stuff. They got all kinds of stuff in DC. Is it expensive? Yes, but when McDonald's, like for example, see, these are the things people don't tell y'all. When McDonald's out here is damn near starting out at like $18 an hour. McDonald's is starting out like $18 an hour, plus they also pay for school. See, our fast food restaurants is damn near $20 an hour. Yeah, fast food in the drive-thru. No, that's not all the money in the world. We know that. But listen, that's just the fast food. Now, don't get me started on people that's really, that's on some doing other stuff. Nah, you can make your bread out here. You can make, listen, it's endless money to make. Is it endless to spend out here? Yeah, but it's endless money to make. You can make your bread out the DMV, dog. I'm telling you now. It's always a legal job to get, and it's damn sure always a hustle. Let's rock out.
Like, truly, why can't the nice stuff just be less expensive? And I will say, it is less expensive in neighborhoods right outside of DC. So the further you get away, the...
Basically, all he's telling you is what most of our parents did. I'm in PG. It's expensive still. It is don't get it twisted now. But yeah, a lot of people go out. Yeah, that's like right outside Maryland and PG and stuff like that. Right outside is also Moco, and right outside is Northern Virginia. None of these places are cheaper either. I don't know what he's talking about. It's going to run you to stay where I stay. You come out here, a one bedroom in the hood, like a one bedroom in the hood, easily run you about 1,800. Two bedroom will easily run you about 22 to 2,300 a month. And they're not always utilities included. No. Sometimes you got to pay that on top of that. You got a little funky ass 2-bedroom, and it's not in a nice area. It's not in a nice area. It ain't nothing too much nice about being around Dodge Park, Palmer Park, Langley Park. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's not nothing too much nice about being in District Heights and all that other shit. Capitol Heights. It ain't nothing that nice about it. There are other areas that are nicer, but them spots I just named, oh yeah, a little funky ass 1-bedroom will run your ass. And you might have to be fighting for your life every day. Let's keep going.
Over the cost. In many cases, you can actually have a nice home for a decent price near a train station or a public transportation hub. But honestly,
now that is why it is called the DMV. DMV is not the entire state of Maryland. It's not. For those who are not hip, Baltimore is not the DMV. Baltimore is its own entity. Here where I am, DC, parts of Maryland, like the Magician, the Wizard, and Northern VA only. Northern VA, okay? You don't go all the way out to Woodbridge and think you still in the DMV because you're not. You don't go all the way out to Richmond and think you still in the DMV because you're not. It's a different, but now you just in VA. Alexandria, Springfield, you see, Manassas, all right, King Street. All of these places are the spots in VA that's on our train line. So when he said the train line, yeah, that's what makes the DMV. If our buses and trains go to you, if you don't see that red, white, and blue Metro sign, if there's not a LaFont, if there's not a Woodley Park Zoo Station, if there's not a Greenbelt, a Hyattsville, a Largo, or something, if you don't have our train lines anywhere in your neighborhood and you got that offset Metro, that kind of connector ride on shit only, you not DMV. You just Maryland.
It's like the closer you get to DC, the closer you are to the soul, the heart, and the excitement of the area. Con number 4 is the harsh winters and the muggy summers. Look, this weather is weird. You know what you're going to...
Facts. I just said it earlier. I said it in part 1. We have the most bipolar weather you will ever. I swear on life, I will never forget. I believe it was like the year. It was like 2000. Yeah. It was like 2000. I'll say about maybe 2007 and like 07, something like that. Maybe 05. In December, it was in the 20s of December, as far as like December 20th or something, right? It was real close to Christmas. It was like 75 to 80 degrees the whole week. And it wasn't supposed to be. We get regular cold ass winter. It wasn't supposed to be no damn 70, 85 degrees. I remember one time we got a whole bunch of snow in May. Yeah, the middle of May. It just started snowing. We don't be understanding that shit, but let's keep going.
But then you also don't. So the summers are very humid. It gets really muggy and sweaty. It's mad uncomfortable. And I'm someone who loves warm weather, but sometimes the humidity here really ruins it. I mean, the weather is...
It do get hot. I mean, listen. I don't know what this guy... What is he talking about, bruh? It's the summer. All summers are hot and muggy. It's the winter. All winters are cold. What are we talking about? But I will say this. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to like, you know what I'm saying? Like weather-wise, I mean, it's just not stable. It's not. And you just... If you're not from here, that shit'll throw you off, especially if you used to being from somewhere where it's always warmer, like maybe like a Florida or something like that, I assume, you know what I mean? Or if you're used to somewhere where it's, I guess, maybe colder often, like a upstate, you know, or, you know, somewhere that's closer up north, you know what I mean? Maybe, okay? So, other than that, let's keep on going. Let's see what we got.
Predictable throughout most of the year. It's like when you want it to be warm, it'll be cold, and when you want it to be a little cooler, it'll be hot. It stays.
That's normal to us. That is so normal to us, dog. Welcome. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's the number one way of us really welcoming you to the DMV. We just take your ass outside and let you see how quick you go from sweating to shivering. Yeah. Cause yeah, you know, like them days when you wake up. See, we are known for like bringing jackets with us regardless, cause we don't know when the weather gonna switch. Oh yeah, in the backseat of the car, trunk, whatever. We be having change of shoes and all kinds of shit. Why? For the weather. Niggas literally be having whole like wardrobes in the back of their car for the weather.
And it does get rainy, cloudy, with more rainfall than the national average. And look, I gotta say this.
Now, but let me say this though. This is a fact. I don't know the science behind it, but look it up. There's a reason why the White House is located in DC. Do you know why? You know why? because somehow or another on planet Earth, I don't know what the geometrical, I don't know the whole geography thing of it is, or however whatever it's called. But DC is known to be possibly one of the safest places on Earth, natural disaster wise. Where DC is, where the White House is located, Kane, there's no body of water that can wash up like a tsunami and get rid of it. We're not known for hurricanes. So listen, even though we are known for some weird weather, yes, we have had them. Yes. But we're not one of those like, oh yes, earthquake or hurricane season, tornado alley, mudslides. We don't have none of that shit for real. We don't. We just got like weather that just got real bipolar issues and needs a new set of medication in a therapy session. That's all. I'd rather just needs a therapy session. But other than that, we don't have none of that harsh shit. We don't never have to nail shit to our houses and hope it's not blown away and go down to the cellar with the baked beans and batteries and flashlights. We don't have to do all that shit. The White House is located in the DMV because it is most likely not going to ever receive any natural disaster. It's not going to have no sinkhole that's going to open up and swallow it. None of that shit. We don't have the earthquakes other places have. We don't have none of those things. You don't have to worry about nothing washing up on shore, none of that shit. It's primarily safe out here. All that shit be getting knocked over and stuff. We one of them areas. We always sit back comfy with our bipolar ass weather, and we be watching popcorn looking at y'all shit get blown away. I be watching y'all shit slide down hills. Like, why would they build their house on the side of mud? Like, what the fuck wrong with you? I be watching y'all stuff go all the way out of there. And not even making joke about that, because people have lost their lives and everything. I mean, honestly, like I remember not too long ago, I was watching some tornadoes tear through like some towns. I don't know if it was in Wyoming or one of them places, South Dakota or something, but it just tore through a whole town. We don't have that shit. We do not have that. Only thing I be worried about at most out in DC is making sure these new carryouts don't got that fake mumbo sauce. Anyway, let's keep going.
Be fooled. It gets really cold. You know, people from northern cities for some reason want to convince themselves that DC is not cold. Look, it may be warmer than Boston.
Wow, you know what's wild? You know what's wild? My lady being a little bit further up than me, right? I remember when she visited, that's the number one thing she kept saying is not that cold here. Because all I'm gonna say is, you know, where she is, generally it's they get more chill, right? A little bit further up where she is, they get more chill. So I actually was like, "You're not cold, man? What? I got all kind of space heaters and everything in this house going. I didn't know that this girl felt like she was about to melt." So yeah, that is. I have heard that myself.
Places like Michigan, but don't be coming down here thinking you can ditch your winter coats, because while we may only get 1 or 2 snowstorms a year, and sometimes truly we get none, but there will be.
I said that. I remember I was talking to somebody about that. They was like, "What?" I'm like, "No, it does not snow every year. Sometimes, man, we will go 3 years without a snow." Actually, we be kind of like, you know, type area we are. We be wanting the snow when we don't get it in a while, but once we get it and it's here for more than a week, we're like, if this shit don't go somewhere, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so yeah. It's like we want it, but then we get tired of that shit real quick. I mean, real quick. Unless you a kid and you know what's keeping your butt from going to school, of course we love it, right? We know that.
Weeks where temperatures are well below freezing. So think about that. Con number 6 is
how fast and easy
God
just from
damn it, Jim. My bad, y'all. My bad.
It's crazy. And this is really easy to
the bad drivers in traffic. Look, DC to me has the worst drivers in the nation that don't even have DC license plates. You're probably like, how, Rob? How?
No. Absolutely on point. Because we're a melting pot. Let you go to DC now. See, like, look. Before, you would ride through DC, primarily you would see DC tags, you would see Maryland tags, you would see VA tags, you would sometimes see, like, of course, we always would see like a New York or something, a Philly, like, you know, typical. But yeah, Man, I'm seeing all kinds of Delawares, all kinds of Arkansas, Georgia, Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama. I'm seeing it from everywhere. No bull. And I'm telling you before we never. So you got to understand something. Ain't no decent. Look, nigga, you just getting here. Let me explain something to you. Okay? All y'all other coming in here who don't know how to drive from everywhere else. See, we got all these like different states of drivers mixed in. Some people from slower places. Some people move faster. Some people not used to driving at all. And so you got this melting pot. See, everybody's not on one accord. And this ain't one of them places where like we all kind of get it. Every day is somebody new driving up. Right now, today, somebody woke up, just moved here last week, probably just got their car delivered. This is their first time somewhere in DC. Is somebody's first time driving on DC streets, and they are having a hard ass time. And it's not just them having a hard time. Guess what? They giving us, the natives, a really difficult time because we know, nigga, turn at the light. No, oh my God, bruh, you can turn on this red. You can turn on this. Please go. Please go. Yes, we go through a lot of that shit. Why is he sitting here? Why are you sitting here? Sir, did your car break down? We go through that. Yes.
Oh, that's because, y'all, I say this and I say this angrily. These Maryland drivers are trying to run us off the road every time.
Hey, hey. First